You're 26, standing over the ball in the 93rd minute of the final Premier League match of the season. Score, and your club becomes champion. Miss, and the team behind you lifts the trophy instead. 70,000 people are shouting your name. 10 years ago, 3 academies agreed you were not good enough. Your right ankle is swollen. Your lungs are burning. The manager tells you to leave the kick for someone else. You ignore him, take 4 steps backward, and remember the concrete cage where this began. Before your foot reaches the ball, like the video and subscribe. Now let us see what those 4 steps cost you. You are 8, playing after dark inside a fenced court between apartment blocks in northern England. The floodlight is broken, one goal has no net, and the ball loses air faster than your family loses money. Your mother cleans offices at night. Your father once worked construction until an accident damaged his back. New boots are impossible. So your father repairs your old pair with glue, tape, and unreasonable confidence. At school, you are smaller than the other boys. On the court, being small simply means they cannot catch you. You learn to protect the ball with your body, change direction in 1 step, and keep playing after every foul. A local youth coach named Mr. Harris watches you score 6 goals in a match nobody important planned to attend. He offers you a place on his Sunday team. The fee is small. Your family still cannot afford it. Mr. Harris quietly marks the form paid. In return, your father helps line the pitch before sunrise. Sunday football gives you grass, proper goals, and your first clean shirt. It also gives you witnesses. At 11, a famous academy invites you to trial. Your mother borrows money for the train. You enter a training complex with perfect pitches, heated floors, and children already wearing sponsored boots. During the trial, you beat 3 defenders and create 2 goals. The academy rejects you before dinner. The report says you are technically gifted but physically underdeveloped. This is professional language for too small. A second academy says you hold the ball too long. A third says you lack the pace for elite football. By 14, your friends stop asking about trials. Rejection has become your most reliable fixture. Some teammates quit football for weekend jobs. You consider joining them whenever another electricity bill appears. You train before school anyway. Sprints in the rain, touches against a brick wall. Weights made from paint cans. Your father times every sprint on an old phone. His back hurts too much to run, so he shouts instead. At 16, Mr. Harris arranges one final trial with a struggling club in the 4th tier. The stadium holds fewer people than the Premier League clubs employ. To you, it looks like Wembley. The manager gives you 20 minutes. After 19, you have barely touched the ball. Then a clearance drops near halfway. You control it, turn, and see the goalkeeper standing too far forward. You shoot from 40 yards. The ball floats over him and lands beneath the crossbar. The manager does not smile. He simply asks whether you can return tomorrow. Your first contract pays less than your mother earns cleaning offices. It contains no promise of first-team football and no protection from being released. You sign before anyone changes their mind. Professional football begins at 6 each morning with buses, laundry, equipment, and carrying senior players' bags. You expected stadiums. Mostly you meet cold treatment rooms and men protecting contracts that feed their families. Training is faster than anything you know. The first-team captain knocks you down, then tells you to stand quicker. For 6 months, you sit on the bench. Your official contribution is keeping 1 plastic seat warm. Every Friday, the manager reads the squad list. Every Friday, you pretend your name appearing last does not hurt. Then, injuries leave the club without a winger before an away match played in freezing rain. You enter with 12 minutes remaining. Your team is losing, and the home crowd calls you a child. Your first touch escapes you. Your second finds the crowd. Your third beats the left back. In stoppage time, you cross for the equalizer. The captain grabs your shirt and screams directly into your face. It is the nicest thing he has ever done. 1 appearance becomes 5. 5 become 20. You score, assist, and learn to enjoy ugly victories. At 19, you help the club win promotion. Supporters carry you onto the pitch as if you weigh nothing. A championship club buys you that summer. The fee sounds enormous. Almost none of it belongs to you. The new level is stronger, quicker, and less interested in your inspiring childhood. Opponents lean into you before the pass arrives. By the time you control it, they have already decided where you will fall. Defenders study your favorite move. Coaches study your mistakes. Supporters study both from comfortable seats. You struggle for months. You start 6 matches, finish only 2, and stop checking newspaper ratings. The club loans you to another team before you have unpacked every box. The loan club trains beside an airport. Every few minutes, another plane reminds you that careers can leave quickly. Their manager moves you into midfield. You resist until he asks one useful question. Do you want comfort or minutes? You choose minutes. From midfield, you learn when to slow a match, when to run, and when one pass can break everything. You return sharper. At 22, you lead your parent club through the championship playoffs. The final reaches extra time. Your legs cramp, but you create the winning goal with the pass you learned on loan. Promotion to the Premier League arrives with champagne, fireworks, and a very short summer. You buy your parents a small house with no stairs for your father's back. Your mother asks 3 times whether you can truly afford it. Your father touches the new front door without opening it. For one evening, every early train, rejection letter, and taped boot appears to have been worth it. Then the Premier League starts. Your first opponent presses faster than your old team attacks. You lose the ball twice in 5 minutes. The second mistake becomes a goal. Television replays it from 6 angles in case one humiliation felt insufficient. Your team loses 4-0. Online, strangers explain that you were never Premier League quality. One television expert freezes the replay just before your mistake and circles you as though identifying a suspect. The manager keeps selecting you. This feels supportive until you realize each match creates fresh evidence against him. You stop taking risks. The player who survived by demanding the ball begins hiding from it. You pass backward, remain technically blameless, and become completely useless. After 10 matches without a win, the club drops you. You watch from the stands, wearing an expensive suit and no purpose. The team wins without you, which is useful for everyone except your confidence. Your father visits and places the repaired childhood boots on your kitchen counter. He says they were never good boots. You simply trusted yourself while wearing them. The next morning, you ask the analyst for every clip of your mistakes. Then you watch them without excuses. Some errors come from poor technique. Most come from deciding too slowly because you are terrified of the next headline. You train after training. One-touch passing. Scanning before receiving. Sprinting when your legs already want negotiation. A senior striker named Marcus stays behind to help. He is 34 and has survived nearly every kind of failure. Marcus teaches you that confidence is not a feeling. It is a decision made before the ball arrives. Some days the decision feels true. Other days you make it while frightened and discover that it still works. In December, an injury gives you another start against the league leaders. They score after 7 minutes. The old fear returns, familiar as a locked door. Then Marcus shouts for the ball. You pass through 2 defenders before your mind can object. Marcus scores. 10 minutes later, you score 2, driving the ball into the top corner from outside the box. Your club wins. The crowd sings your name for the first time without sarcasm. That match does not transform you into a superstar. It does something more useful. It gives you another match. By spring, you are starting every week. The club survives relegation by 3 points. Nobody holds a parade for 17th place, but the dressing room celebrates like men who have escaped a closing room. The following season, you create more goals than anyone on the team. Bigger clubs begin sending scouts. One offers wages larger than everything your parents earned during your childhood combined. You accept, joining a club expected to challenge for the title. Now good performances are merely the entry fee. The squad contains international stars, expensive substitutes, and academy players younger than your first rejection letter. You begin on the bench again. This time, the seat is padded, heated, and visible to millions. Luxury improves many things. It does not improve waiting. Marcus has joined the same club as a coach. He reminds you that every level first tries to make you feel temporary. You wait, study, and take every small chance. A cup match. 20 league minutes, 1 difficult away start. By January, you own the midfield. Your club rises from 5th place to 1st. The press calls you an overnight success, apparently unaware that this particular night lasted 16 years. Then, with 6 matches remaining, a defender lands on your right ankle. The scan shows ligament damage. The doctor recommends 6 weeks. The season ends in 5. You miss 3 matches. Without you, the lead disappears. Your rival reaches the final day level on points. The doctor clears you to train lightly. You train heavily enough to frighten everyone responsible for your ankle. Each evening it swells again, And each morning you tell the medical staff it feels better. On the final morning, the manager names you on the bench. He promises 20 minutes, perhaps 30. Your club must win. By halftime, you are losing 1-0. The manager sends you on immediately. 20 planned minutes become 45 desperate ones. Every hard step sends pain through your ankle. So you pass quickly and let the ball do the running. Years earlier, your lack of strength forced you to think faster. Now that old weakness keeps you in the match. In the 70th minute, your pass creates the equalizer. The rival club is still winning elsewhere. Your team attacks. One shot hits the post, another is cleared from the line. Then the fourth official raises 5 minutes. The stadium becomes one long, terrified sound. In the 93rd minute, you are fouled outside the penalty area. You stand over the ball, score, and your club becomes champion. Miss, and the dream travels somewhere else. The manager tells you to leave it. Your ankle is swollen, and there are safer choices. But safe choices did not pay the Sunday fee, board the rejection trains, or shoot from 40 yards. You take 4 steps backward. The repaired boots are gone, but the trust remains. You strike through the ball. It rises over the wall, bends away from the goalkeeper, and clips the post. For 1 second, the entire stadium forgets how to breathe. Then the ball crosses the line. Noise crashes down. Teammates bury you beneath blue shirts. Somewhere in the stand, your mother is crying. Your father does not celebrate immediately. He looks at the pitch, then down at the tiny repaired boots in his hands. The final whistle confirms it. You are a Premier League champion. You lift the trophy beneath fireworks, wearing boots worth more than your family's old car. The photographs show glory. They cannot show the cold mornings, borrowed fares, lonely loans, or fear of being exposed. A trophy records who finished first. It does not record how often they nearly disappeared. You reached the top, not because every coach believed in you, but because enough people helped while you kept returning. Your parents paid in sleep. Mr. Harris paid your first fee. Several managers risked their own jobs by choosing you. Weeks later, you visit the concrete court between the apartment blocks. The floodlight is still broken. Children recognize you and gather around. One small boy wears boots held together with black tape. You roll him the ball. He controls it, turns, and runs at players twice his size. For the first time, the journey no longer feels like proof that you were special. It feels like proof that talent can begin anywhere, while opportunity usually needs someone to mark the form paid. Hard work mattered. So did train fare, patient coaches, spare time, and adults willing to notice. You became the player beneath the fireworks, but your real victory is helping the next child reach the grass.